Meows. Let's talk a little bit about appreciation. In the moment, what we're doing, where we're at, how our life is going, our viewpoints, other people's viewpoints, problems, um, are not always appreciated. Well, it's because we don't see the bigger picture. We don't see that they are intentional. They're happening for a reason. They're for our benefit. And they are going to help us to become more fruitful in our lives, to grow in different areas. When you're faced with adversity, when something negative happens, a lot of times we will look at that and ask ourselves, why us? Rather than, and it's kind of, and I understand this is hard to do, rather than giving thanks in these difficult times, um, we look at it as if though this shouldn't be happening. But in times such as the coronavirus, we have an opportunity to overcome fear. We have an opportunity to grow more in our faith in God. We have opportunities to read, to grow closer to people, to renew relationships, to learn ourselves better. We can catch up on things that we had fallen behind on, little projects around the house. We can choose to look at what's going on as a problem or a negative, or we can look at it as a solution and a positive. So, I'm gonna make this about me for a second. So, I like to write, and I like to read during this time, and I like to sleep and eat. Those are two other things I really like doing. And you better believe I've been doing a lot of all four of those. So I've read a couple books during the coronavirus. I've been able to go to the Lord more in prayer. My meditation has been a little lacking, but I believe, meditated every day. I've been exercising, which is cool. I think I put on probably 5 pounds, which is really nice. Let's see. Oh, been going out of my comfort zone in different areas. I have looked up some videos on YouTube. I have decided to practice my vocals and learn a little bit more about singing and how to enhance and work the muscles that I've never even put a whole lot of thought into how you become a better singer. I just felt like you were born with it. But almost every video that I've watched starts out with a vocal coach saying you don't have to be born with it. You can get better at through time. Super cool. And not to toot my own horn or however you. This is semi-toot. This is a regular car toot, just in case anybody was asking or wondering. But in a very short amount of time, I say I've been practicing not nonstop, but every day for the last 4 to 5 days, and very simple exercises. I feel like the song that I was singing 5 days ago sounds better than it did. It sounds better today than it did 5 days ago. So, super cool. I'm really excited about that, and I love the progress. It's just like with anything, going out of our comfort zones, overcoming that fear of failure and what other people would think, judgments. I really don't care. I'm not going around practicing in front of large crowds right now by any means, but it's just everything in life has this like step by step process. You have to take that first step to get to the second step. I don't know where I started talking about the coronavirus, but you know, overcoming fear is such a big thing, and to not care what other people think, but most importantly, Do what makes you feel good. And a lot of times what makes you feel good is going to make you feel uncomfortable at first, but it gives this reward that is like it's fulfilling. It's elevating. Like I would have never looked into learning how to sing, just a couple years ago. I was completely lost, but going and doing stuff that it just kind of gives you that like, I really don't want to feeling. It's like trying a new food that you have never tasted and you think it might taste gross. You try it and you're like, wow, this is actually really good. This a lot of times is just try, put some effort into it and see what happens. See, I did it again. I started talking about the coronavirus. I was supposed to answer these questions for this thing I'm doing, but let's see. One of the questions is, tell us things like, have you been out of work, or are your friends out of work? Do you know people who are sick? Nope. I know people who say they know people who know people that are sick, but I don't know anybody that's sick. Let's see. Yep, been out of work. I get to go back to work today, which is kind of cool. I'm gonna go help my buddy out in his restaurant, and hopefully you guys get back to a normal routine. And this is a chance to do something new, to change things, to not go back to the old ways, to think differently, to love differently, to feel differently, to let the things in the past stay in the past and move forward. That's a tough one, but see, vocals, they've been working. That's a new note. That's a new note I've been working on. Hey, look at this guy. He's got what do you got, an interview today?
Nah, tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways. Yep, hopefully you guys have a blessed day. Talk to you later.